way we play, man. Hard physical ball, all 4 quarters.
Embracing the grind, being grateful for. Let's keep doing it.
Being special.
Let's go. Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family.
Coming up on this Thanksgiving edition of Titans All Access.
Under some heat, flushed out to his right. Now being chased. Sack! Jeffrey Simmons!
Thanks to the return of Jeffrey Simmons, the Titans defense held the Packers to 17 points in primetime.
Big Jeff. Big Jeff.
Dave McGinnis goes beneath the surface to break it down.
Going to give Henry a turn. He pitches it back to Tannehill. He throws deep right side. There's Westbrook at Keeney. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Titans!
Plus, fans can be thankful for how this Titan plays each and every game.
Oh, goodness! Return to sender!
Yo! Yes! Oh, that's hell yes.
And the Titans showed their gratitude for the community at the Convoy of Hope event.
Working at the grocery station right here, so providing some food for Thanksgiving, hoping everyone has a great Thanksgiving.
Thanks to you, this week's Titans All Access starts now.
The franchise record for touchdowns for the King. He's going to be sacked! Jeffrey Simmons. Henry throws. Touchdown, Titan. Tannehill. He's got it to Burks. It's McCrary with his first career INT. It is intercepted. Fulton with the interception.
Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving weekend, and welcome to Titans All Access with Amie Wells. I'm Mike Keith, and we are certainly thankful for all of you who are tuned in.
You know what I'm thankful for, Mike Keith?
No?
It's Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm thankful that
I didn't know where you were going with
I
that.
know.
Yes.
Well, we're starting it off with a bang.
Good.
I'm thankful for Jeffrey Simmons, not only all of the time, but especially this week.
Yeah, coming back from not playing against Denver and then playing against Green Bay and making a difference just with his presence. As a matter of fact, let's go beneath the surface and take a look at some of Big Jeff's big plays from the big win.
Hey guys, Coach Mack here with this week's Beneath the Surface, powered by Microsoft Surface, beginning now. We're going to look today after the effect that Jeffrey Simmons had on this game after his return from a one-game absence. His presence was felt at some very critical junctures in this ball game. Let's highlight 2 of these crucial plays by Big Jeff in the victory over Green Bay at Lambeau Field on Thursday Night Football in front of a national audience. Green Bay Packers came into this ball game one of the top rushing teams in the league. The Titans defense held the Packers offense to a 56 yards and a 2.9 average. Titans are now up 27-17. We're looking at a wide 9 rush alignment, 3-by-1 offense. Jeff is the left wide 4-eye technique. It's a 3 deep with a high hole robber. Joshua Kalu is the high hole robber as he drops down. This is a picture-perfect cage rush. Excellent marriage of rush to coverage here. Big Jeff, once the pocket is squeezed, the middle is squeezed. Big Jeff then does an excellent job of coming off of a double team, making a very perfect tight wrap. Aaron Rodgers never sees him coming around the corner. This is a huge sack at this point in the game. After a huge sack, watch Big Jeff. Classic Big Jeff sack celebration. So great to see. Next play we're going to look at, 4th and 1, 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. This is a critical play for Green Bay. They're in 11 personnel, 2-by-2. The Titans are in a man-to-man, 4-man front. Simmons starts out in a tight 2-eye technique, and then prior to the snap, moves head up on the guard. The ball is snapped. This is excellent get-off by him. With a hat-in-the-hands technique, he crushes the guard, number 76, into the A-gap, forcing the back to alter his path, allowing David Long, who has a tremendous trigger and feel, massive 4th down stop at this point in the ball game. This Titans defense was very opportunistic and very critical all game long of turning back the Packers in crucial situations, some after many sudden changes, but Big Jeff made his presence felt in his return on Thursday Night Football.
Titans need a lot more of those kind of plays from Jeffrey Simmons this Sunday as they host the Cincinnati Bengals at Nissan Stadium.
Well, coming up next, we're talking the Cincinnati Bengals, and we're talking ball in general with Titans General Manager John Robinson. We've got a lot to discuss, so stick around.
Stick around.
Nashville's a top 5 city in America in terms of chef-driven restaurants.
My first taste of barbecue is a charcoal grill in the backyard.
Hey, it's Matt Moore. Be sure to check out Keith Bullock and Martin's Barbecue Joint on Taste of Tennessee, exclusively on LG channels and LG OLED TVs.
Titans All Access continues from the BetMGM studio as we're talking ball, presented by Duncan with General Manager John Robinson. And by the way, watching this edition of Titans All Access, you're going to see, going in and out of breaks, the names of the finalists for the Tennessee Titans Mr. Football Award, which will be given at Nissan Stadium on December the 7th. This is also a big week for high school football. Blue Cross Bowl activity in Chattanooga. Excited about that. John, great time to be a high school athlete in the state. Tell me, why is it so important to you and this entire organization to support high school sports the way the Titans do?
Well, Mike, I think it's where most of us all got our start with, the game of football and where that first love kind of started to cultivate. So to be a part, to give back and to honor, those players individually that have had outstanding seasons, as well as support those teams that are pushing towards that state title.
Now let's take a quick look back over the Titans' win over Green Bay. As you look through the tape, what really stands out to you about that win?
Well, I thought offensively we were able to get into drives. We were able to sustain drives, both running it and passing it. It was good to see the passing attack kind of come to life there. And defensively, it was just the opposite. We were able to stop their running game, put some pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and force them to punt. And it was a tough road environment, but great to come away with that win.
Yeah, when you win the game 27-17 and you see the celebration, the fans all there who were there for the Titans are celebrating, the team celebrating. Unfortunately, center Ben Jones was not there, and yet you brought him to the party because you had him on your phone greeting the players as they headed back into the locker room. Really a magical moment to see. What made you think to do that?
Yeah, he's a captain. He's one of our leaders. He's one of the guys when we come after the win, he comes up the tunnel. He's always got a big bear hug for me. And it just dawned on me that he was back in Nashville. So I thought I would FaceTime. Luckily, he was still awake. And wanted him to be a part of, the excitement that was going on with his teammates and him to be able to share that moment with him with that win there in Lambeau.
Let's look ahead to the next opponent, the Cincinnati Bengals. They're 6-4. They're coming off of a big win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Burrow is still playing great. What is it about him and his style of play that makes him almost an elite quarterback?
Yeah, he's got an outstanding skill set. He's mobile within the pocket. He can escape pressure and get on the perimeter of defenses. He's got a strong arm. He's got great chemistry with the playmakers around him. He certainly got a lot of those. And he's got a big arm and he's accurate. He throws with a lot of confidence that it's going to be on target and his guys are going to be there to make the play.
One of the targets, one of the elite athletes is T. Higgins, who's from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. With Jamar Chase having missed the last 3 games, T. Higgins has really elevated. What do you see from him that's allowed him to go to this different level?
Yeah, he's playing really, really well, Mike. He's a longer player. He's 6'4" and change. He's got a really big catch radius. He's got excellent catch skills. I think one of the things that I've been the most impressed watching him is his ability to drop his weight for a taller player to get in and out of his breaks. It looks like his route tree has really expanded, more than the vertical go or the post. He can run a lot of those in cuts, a lot of those, quick outs because he has developed that skill set to drop his weight in and out of his breaks.
Finally, what are your keys to beating the Cincinnati Bengals?
Well, certainly, I think we touched on the offensive firepower that they have. I'd add Mixon into that group, their running back who's outstanding, Boyd, the other receiver, and Hurst, the tight end. A lot of playmakers, and they've really rebuilt that offensive line in the offseason. Defensively, there's a lot of familiar faces that we saw in January. Great safety tandem in Bates and Bell. 2 rangy linebackers in Wilson and Pratt, and with Hendricks and Hubbard off the edge, DJ Reader in the middle. We've got to sustain drives offensively like we did in Green Bay. We've got to get into drives. We've got to keep the football. We've got to try to get some turnovers off these guys and force them to punt.
John Robinson talks ball with us, presented by Duncan, every week on Titans All Access. When we come back, Amy and I have more for you right after this.
Welcome back to Titans All Access. In the last 2 weeks, Nick Westbrook-Akine has had almost 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Mike Keith had to sit down and talk with him as this week's Nissan Insider, and they talked about his evolving role within the Titans offense.
What's it like to be one of the older guys? You're not really one of the older guys, but in the receiver room you are.
Years spent in Tennessee, one of the older guys. It's definitely different. Definitely trying to like adjust to that and kind of get used to that role of being the guy that, guys in the room look up to and look to for answers and advice. But it's awesome. If you told me this 3 years ago, I would love it. So happy to be here.
In the preseason, what was it like when they told you that you weren't going to play? In preseason games, for the guy who had to fight and you wanted every rep you could possibly get?
Yeah, it was a shock to me at first. That first week against Baltimore, wasn't really expecting it, but very appreciative of them trying to take care of me. And then going in the next week, I felt it was kind of nice to be able to actually play and get some game reps and kind of like feel like what a game is going to be like. Get through, the pregame nervousness, anxiety, and just kind of work through that, and that way, once the season comes, it's all just normal and back to normal. And then be able to then take care of me again. That last game was a blessing, honestly. Just to see how far I've come here and then the respect that I've earned.
But now that you have a set role, how much does that actually give you an opportunity to improve because you know what to expect out of your job every day and every week?
I feel like that's a huge thing, and I've had that thought, but not been able to put it in words until you say that. But like having a role and like understanding exactly what it is, it just gives you that much more confidence. Like one, just to be able to know that I can try new things, I can make mistakes and kind of still feel okay that, I can try to get better and figure out what works, what doesn't work. And I don't have the ramifications of like, I might not make the team if I do this. So it's been huge and allowed me to play fast and confident. And just, be the best receiver I can be now.
But that scrappy dude's still in there.
Yeah, he's still in there.
When does it come out?
I feel like when, times are tough, there's definitely practices that I've struggled and I'm like, all right, now I got to lean back on, what got me here and just play my tail off and try to do everything I can to fight and grit, for a spot.
True pro already. I know he's a young receiver, but he's consistent. Being able to continue to get separation, doing the same things every single day, getting open, contested catches, a reliable receiver. You have had the opportunity to be around a lot of guys who could be influential. Very cool in that way. So let me ask you the perfunctory Robert Woods question. What does it mean to be around him and what have you learned from him?
Yeah, it's been awesome so far. Being around Rob, he brings like a sense of urgency. I feel like every day into practice, and I can just like see his mentality and the way that he gets ready for practice, approaching it like it's a game, like he's, preparing for the Super Bowl. We're super tight in our lockers. We're kind of right by each other, sitting meetings close to each other. We're always communicating, asking each other questions, always trying to get better, whether it's me asking him or him asking me. We're really just trying to improve our whole room. And kind of following that standard and like understanding the way he practices, I feel like it's almost infectious. Like I see how hard he works and I want to do the same thing and work just as hard. So that's probably one of the biggest things that I've learned from him so far.
Coming up next, Mike Keith will be back and we're talking decision of the week. So stick around.
On Tuesday, the Titans partnered with the McFerrin Park Community Center to provide families one-stop shop access to much-needed resources in a short amount of time at Nissan Stadium. The Convoy of Hope included groceries, shoes and socks, health screenings, family photos, a kids zone, and much more to kick off the beginning of the holiday season.
Certainly proud of our fellow Titans employees for pitching in the way they do to help make Thanksgiving and the holiday season more special. Good stuff there, Amy.
Oh, absolutely. It's great stuff. But now it's time for more good stuff, and that is the Hughes and Coleman decision of the week.
All right, let's go.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right, John Robinson during this past offseason decided to add tight end Austin Hooper. Good decision?
Yes, absolutely. You see 9 catches for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns in the 2 games last week, and you begin to understand where he fits, what he does in the red zone, what he does on third downs. It's taken a little while, but the Titans saw him as that receiving threat that they were really missing at the tight end position. Now, we see that Chigakonkwo is going to get it. He's making a lot of big plays down the field. But for volume at the tight end position right now, Austin Hooper is a great option. He's big, he's fast, he's powerful. He uses his body to almost post up on linebackers and safeties, and he's giving Ryan Tannehill a reliable target. Great decision to sign Austin Hooper.
Great decision indeed.
Indeed. More coming up on this edition of Titans All Access. We've got your Titans game ticket down the road. But as we go to break, let's take a look at some more names of finalists for the Tennessee Titans Mr. Football Award, which will be handed out on December 7th at Nissan Stadium. Congratulations to all our finalists.
Hot mic. The hottest mic under the sun. Titans. Double time. They got a DJ? They got a DJ? He's cozy up somewhere. Is that it right there? Remind me of Friday Night Lights, baby. Feel like I'm back in high school. Woo! Woo! Thursday Night Lambeau, baby. Once everybody got in here, they got all that hot stink breath. I feel like it's warmer down here. Let's go, Traylon! That's gonna wear them down.
Snap, set, kick is blocked. Titans can pick it up. Cole goes to get it. He can run with it.
That'd be the worst thing. My limbs. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Hey, great drive, Kenny. Hey, baby.
Kick comes downfield. Nixon from the 7 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Bam!
Yes, sir. Just hit. Just hit and get.
Yeah, man, great tackle, Cole. Great tackle, great tackle, great tackle.
Boy!
Hands. Henry throws. Touchdown, Titans!
Deuce, deuce! A little flare. Tutty, give me that tutty. Yeah! Everybody mean dick? NWI, NWI. There you go, Matt. I'll take it. Yeah. Starting to get a little breeze out. See how he's looking? He's trying to pretend he was looking for somebody, but he really was in front of the heater. Good tackle, 5-2. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Good.
Rodgers takes the snap. Deep drop. Looking. Under some heat. Flushed out to his right. Now big chase. Sack!
Ah! Yes, sir! Nick, where the ball, baby? Where the ball? Why did he? Slide to the flex. Hey, double slide to the flex. Nice to see you, man.
I love Nashville, bro.
Yeah,
I live down there. I got a crib down there.
Oh, do you? Where at?
We moved to Nashville. So,
oh, really?
If you go get there, we'll get with you.
Where you at?
Cincinnati Bengals on their way to Nissan Stadium for a Playmakers game. We'll tell you more about that. Cincinnati 6-4, Titans 7-3. It's a big one in the AFC, and Titans All Access. And Amie Wells has your Titans game ticket.
All right, Mike, this is my cue. The Cincinnati Bengals are coming to town, and there's a lot going on at Nissan Stadium. It's our Playmakers game, which highlights the important contributions of women, including the game's 12th Titan, Tennessee State University President Glenda Glover. Rising star Brooke Eden is performing the national anthem, while Lainey Wilson is the halftime singer. The Titans are collecting new or gently worn coats for the community drive of the game. And Mike Keith, you're especially going to like this one. The gate giveaway is a calendar that features Titans and their furry friends.
Yes, I thought you were going to say ice cream, but that's good too.
No, calendars with pups and
there
kitties
you go.
on them.
There you go.
It's
good
very
stuff.
nice.
But Lainey Wilson, I mean, come on.
I know, she's a big deal.
She's a huge deal. It's going to be fantastic to see her here, especially with all her recent success. Maybe she'll bring her big awards with her and everything.
That would be cool.
And the Titans want to get to 8-3. That's really all that counts. And we're going to be there with Titans Radio on the air at 11 a.m. Central. Amie Wells and Rhett Bryant have Titans Countdown. Kickoff 12:02, Titans and the Bengals Sunday at Nissan Stadium. For Amie Wells and our outstanding crew, Mike Keith says thanks for watching Titans All Access, and we'll see you next time.